.52 gal is one of the many Splattershot clones, if you will. Medium weight, mid-range shooter. Basic shooter paint and mechanics, nothing special here. Fire rate is a bit slow in comparison, damage is higher, deals exactly 52. The name is a hint at that, really. That is actually really nice because HP of enemies are mostly multiples of 100. They'll have very little overkill, especially on shams. It hits as well, only 12 damage overkill shots. On small frags you're actually one-shotting. However, the raw DPS, if you wanna know the number for that, it is a little bit lower. But here, yeah, 346, that is the DPS. So that is higher than Splashomatic, NZAP, and these things. Lower than Splattershot, which is at 360. However, that only really comes into play at very large amounts of HP anyway, like big shots are stuff like that. Yeah, champs and small frays, this thing is the most efficient shooter available pretty much. Nothing kills them faster, absolutely nothing of them. But yeah, do a lot of lasers with this. Are really good at them. Then for bosses, there's one boss specifically where the numbers really do not work out nicely, and that is the Stinger with its HP per part. Due to the slow fire rate, you are really slow at killing them if you do it with the main weapon only. Really the slowest of other shooters even. Over that's a little trick you have there, similar to how you do it with chargers. You can just throw a bomb at them before you start shooting them. Then you will one-shot 6 of the 7 parts, which essentially means you're killing them in almost half the time overall. However, if you do not have the ink for a bomb, prioritize your safety and stuff, then feel free to kill it the slow way. It's not the end of the world still. Then the other boss I should talk about with this is Fish Stick. You can kill them from the ground, but need to claim them. However, you can claim them as well, also works. But from the ground is generally faster for obvious reasons. However, one thing you see here, if you are firing for long enough, then I'm getting really lucky, but you see this spread can go quite crazy sometimes. And it can make you miss fly frays on the fish stick. What you wanna do is release, shot, release, shot, release, shot, release, shot. Really not just single shoots. You can hold for a few shots, but you release, hold, release, hold. That is how you consistently should do them on cycle. If you just keep holding all the way, then you might need like multiple rounds because you're missing a few of them due to the RNG. Just release occasionally and you'll be fine. And then some words on night waves. No surprises there. Jumps and small frays are really good against, so whatever waves they exist, prioritize them. Most notably gorillas. And rush, you are one-shotting the rush jumps because they only have half HP instead of 100. You are a really good filter, but then again, you're also completely fine on defense if you did. Because like you do not have another weapon that is good at actual goalies at basket or protecting the aggro player, then you can do that as well. As flexible as it gets, you are a pretty vanilla shooter. Sometimes better, sometimes worse than Splattershot, all depending on the situation. You're basically a Splattershot for all intents and purposes. And that is usually a nice thing. Weapon.